Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. So I once again went to Grok 4, which is an AI app. And not that I'm a fan of AI, but for just asking a question, they usually come up with pretty good answers. And for this one, I asked four separate questions about music. And what I do like about it is it'll kind of search through all of these different music related music sites and fan sites, and then come up with a list. Not that every list is kind of a little different, and it even says here these selections are based on common consensus from music publications, polls, and rankings, and it's focused on bands from the 60s to 80s with enduring influence, innovation, and cultural impact. Blah 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 blah. And so it came up with this. Number one, the Beatles. What a surprise. Number two, Led Zeppelin. Number three, the Rolling Stones. Number four, Queen. Number five, Pink Floyd. Number six, AC/DC. Number seven, Black Sabbath. Number eight, The Who. I was a little surprised that The Who was below Black Sabbath. Not that I love Black Sabbath, of course, but just on this list, it was a little surprising. And then number nine is Rush, and number 10, The Doors. I don't know what band would be missing. Maybe my viewers can let me know, but overall, I kind of would agree with this list. Not that this would be my top 10 bands of all time, but and then you can read the different little blurbs if you like. And, I was going to have photos for this video, photos of the different bands and everything, but everybody knows what the bands look like. And, it's a bit more work for me with my chronic pain. And I am waiting for results I had a chest x-ray the other day because I've been in a lot more pain. So fun, fun, fun. So that's the first of four questions I asked Grok. And then I asked, what are 10 popular classic rock bands often considered the worst overall? And unsurprisingly, number one was Kiss. Number two, the Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles seem to get a lot of hate. And then number three, Journey. Number four, Foreigner. Number five, the Doobie Brothers. Well, I guess, some fans aren't fans of the Michael McDonald era of them. They kind of went a little more pop and commercial. Number six, Styx. Number seven, see, Queen is on the best list and the worst list. Same with AC/DC, the Rolling Stones, and Led Zeppelin. So for Led Zeppelin, epic, complex tracks with long solos are called pretentious and overblown. Plus plagiarism, accusations, and overplay of songs like Stairway to Heaven. But there's no way that, this is the list that they came up with. But there's some great bands there that I certainly wouldn't consider the worst. And where is Nickelback and Bon Jovi? And yeah, with Kiss being number one, I've done quite a few YouTube shorts showing Kiss, live footage and everything. And even with the passing of Ace Frehley, I just noticed that there are so many kind of nasty people out there that, that hate Kiss, and they even put down Ace Frehley's guitar work and everything. I have saved some of the comments for a future video on kind of like a bad grammar series. But that's that list. What do you think about that list? And who is missing besides, for me, I'm thinking, Bon Jovi and Nickelback and a few others. But even, a band like the Doobie Brothers, I don't think they should be on the worst list. Or Queen. Okay, the next question I asked, 10 classic rock bands often considered overrated. And once again, it replies back, opinions on overrated bands are subjective and vary widely. But number one, the Eagles. Number two, Led Zeppelin. Number three, The Doors. Number four, Kiss. Number five, Guns N' Roses. Number six, Nirvana. Number seven, The Rolling Stones. Number eight, AC/DC. Number nine, Cream. The Beatles at number 10. Yeah, there's always going to be those people out there, no matter how great the band is. And sometimes I think it's out of, because they're talked about so much and they've done so well, like any band, right, that's really successful, like U2, they get a lot of hate, of course. So, the Beatles are going to get it also. Unmatched influence, but some claim their pop simplicity is overhyped compared to edgier contemporaries. Well, that's just plain stupid. I don't think that the Beatles were always simple. And then Cream, supergroup talent, yet their jams are often called indulgent and lacking cohesion. Yeah, so just interesting that, the bands that come up. And so what bands do you think are missing from this particular list? I can't think of any at the moment, but I certainly disagree with most of the bands on this list. Although it is good to see the Eagles at number one. And the final question I asked, 10 classic rock bands often considered underrated. Number one, Thin Lizzy. Number two, Badfinger. Number three, Traffic. I love seeing this. Canned Heat at number four. I'm a big fan of Canned Heat. And also Humble Pie at number five. Number six, Free. Number seven, Little Feat. Number eight, UFO. Number nine, Nazareth. Really good to see them on the list. I feel that they are very underrated. And Manny Charlton, the lead guitarist, I also think he's a very underrated guitarist and producer. And then at number 10, Mountain. Heavy riff pioneers behind Mississippi Queen, influential on metal but lost in the shuffle of 70s giants. And Canned Heat, blues rock, boogie masters with Woodstock fame, yet rarely mentioned alongside peers like the Allman Brothers. Well, I mentioned them on my channel many times. And really good to see Badfinger at number two, melodic power pop with Beatles ties, but tragedies and label issues buried their stellar catalog. And number one, Thin Lizzy, killer twin guitar harmonies and storytelling lyrics, huge in Europe but overlooked in the US classic rock canon. So yeah. And what bands do you think? Well, for me, it'd be Sparks. There's a lot of bands I consider underrated, like Ween, the Undertones. I've done these kind of videos before with my own list, but it was good to see, what Grok 4 came up with. And so, yeah, the reason I do these videos is to get feedback, of course, and comments below, and be interested what you consider, what you agree with and don't agree with these lists, and what you would consider, some underrated bands out there. And that is about it. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like the video, leave a comment below, make sure you're subscribed. And I also just posted a video on my other YouTube channel, Larry Graves Canadian Studmuffin. So it should be here somewhere. And it's about, I think, 14 box sets that I no longer have in my collection. And that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.